What's up, everyone? Back with another video. This is my most recent recording. Templo Cephalalis 17 plus 1 chest disc POV. Most recent because of the UI setup. These here, the whole party frame, the weak bar. This is the most recent though change I've done to my UI. There's the new stats down here. I could customize this one a little bit more than the one that was up in this corner. But yeah, so this one, it's a +1 to 17. Several times I thought we were just going to call it or someone's going to leave. This is an interesting run and you'll see why. The key holder here, Federal Crime from Area 52, the Hunter. Like the first thing he says is don't suck. And you'll see in the first boss, this guy just like charges the boss that has electric shield on him and just completely kills himself. I don't know. The irony in that is ridiculous. I don't know if you'll see eventually as I mouse over target to heal people, their eye pop up down here in the tooltip. But Demon Hunter, his main, or this Demon Hunter itself, I forget. One of those like 3.2k IO. And like once he said, like after all this, we had some really bad deaths. I'll give it to the Hunter. You'll see later on. He's like, I'm leaving. There's annoying deaths. I'm done. The Demon Hunter's like, why? Still timed. And the Demon Hunter's okay, I'll try. Or the Hunter goes, okay, I'll try. Now once he said, oh, still timed, like, yeah, I believe him. You know, I feel like a really good tank. And like they know proper routing, like okay, I need to pull a little bit more here. Let me save some cooldown so I can kind of make up for time. They can, you can kind of tell. Plus the DPS in this group is actually really good. But yeah, here we go. Templo Cephalalis, 17 plus 1. This boss is also annoying. I'm sorry, not this. This dungeon is also annoying for the bosses here. The first boss has some mechanics that I'm still struggling to play well, I guess, and you'll see here the Hunter's death is his fault completely. The Warrior's death later on is kind of my fault, I think. But I don't know, I just haven't really figured this fight out yet. But here we go. Oh, have to watch with no volume because at the time of the recording I was watching Metro stream. That's One Azeroth TV on YouTube. Go check him out. He's got some great content on his channel. A lot of good streams and then a lot of good alpha content coverage and just content over the last few years. So if you're interested in some very like unbiased opinions, honestly, I find that I agree with most of his stances on WoW and like the state of WoW and the classes and what Blizzard is doing to the game. I find that I agree with most of his stuff, so I'm kind of drawn to his streams and his content. Then also he's a really good streamer. Like he answers everyone's questions and comments on his streams the best that he can. And if he can't, he'll say, hey guys, gotta focus here. I'll get to him when I can. It's very good like engagement between the viewers and the streamer itself. So if you're looking for that kind of atmosphere and a good community, go check out One Azeroth TV on YouTube. But without further ado, here we go. Templo Cephalalis, 17 plus 1 chest. My talents, my gear, and as always, plug. If you have any questions, why I'm running what I run, leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, it's gonna BRB bio. How long does this go for? He's looking at. Yeah, see, so I knew this, I just know, I'm trying to teach myself right here, you know? Like, okay, when do I get my ramp, when do I properly ramp up? I still don't really know, honestly. I just don't. I think I have to pay attention to the mob that has the electric shield on it. I think when they'll have like a shield that goes up to 100 or a bar that goes up to 100, and then they each do something different, but it's both like big damage that I have to be prepared for, and I'm still learning that. But yeah, this is the I have to post this one. I just posted a Siege of Borals video. This is going to be, I think, the 11th video, and then my very last video is Tol Dagor. I'm so annoyed about that because I had a Tol Dagor in time on a 15, or no, it was a 16. Yeah, I think it was 16 Tol Dagor. I think last week or the week before last. And I had it freaking timed it, but I was dumb, did not clear up any space on my my hard drive, so I just stopped recording halfway through. I was like, fuck, that sucks. Oh, another small UI update here. My weak bar for interrupts, that's actually in line and square, and I like things looking like that. 90 degrees to each other, so there's that small UI update. But yeah, this is kind of like this final product, honestly. I'm still down here, I'm still a little, maybe want to do something here, I don't know. Ooh, this is good. This is a bursting week, okay? Bursting, necrotic, and tyrannical. Those all sound like bad fixes, but they're very easily doable. I'm glad I got this one on recording on bursting week, especially as Discipline Priest, because if you're watching this, and you're one of those people who think Discipline Priest can't play like above like a 15, or you're on the fence about playing Discipline Priest because you know the community's stigma, I guess, about Discipline Priest and Mythic Plus. I mean, hopefully this video will be one of many that helps put that, oh, maybe I should have played Discipline Priest. Maybe they'll put that thought to rest, and they'll give you the confidence to go out and try it. But I am by no means, I'm like number 10 on my server for Priest as a whole, or number 9 in heals, like number 10 as a Priest in general on just my server. That's a very, very small population of people. So I'm not like a great Discipline Priest. I just decided like I want to put stuff on YouTube. If you want to really learn Discipline Priest, check out Mode, M-O-A-D on Twitch. Don't really know stream schedules, but he's there. But okay, so bursting kind of seen as one of the two fixes that really just shit on Discipline Priest, but it's really not that bad. It's just knowing. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna. Oh man, did he say don't suck? Or did I not get that part on video? No. Okay. So it must have been before I recorded. The hunter types don't suck. Or please don't suck. Something dumb like that. And just pay attention to the top of the screen here. Aspects, I'm like 95% sure, always starts off with lightning shield. Like I'm pretty confident about that. Oh look, oh yeah. This Demon Hunter is 3.4k. So this character, it's not like he's playing at all. So when he said we were good, that's for later on down the road. But for right now, pay attention to Federal Crime and this in here, popping Bestial Wrath. Watch his spirit animals go and destroy the lightning shield. Did you see that? See where his animals are? Colored in red, Bestial Wrath. See his dead health? You see him starting to fall over? He's a fucking idiot. Sorry. If you're watching, sorry dude, but how are you gonna say don't suck and then send your... Fight goes on. There I go, typing LOL because, I mean, what a schmuck thing to say and then do something like that. But this fight is just... It's already tough because we lost that person, right? Conduction, this is a big, I walked right into freaking tornado too. What a dummy. So that there, let's see if we can learn this real quick. So Cyclone Strike, 95, 0, not Cyclone Strike, I'm sorry, yeah, Conduction. I think that's when he gets like 100 here, because Conduction on a random person, that's a really big, like, one person, and then whoever's in there takes a lot of damage. So that's a defensive whoever's playing, tank, DPS, or healer. If it comes on you as a player, you should be ready to pop a defensive to help your healer out. As a healer, you should be ready to pop some type of defense before that player targeted. So I get a pain suppression on myself, but Cyclone Strike there, most of the time melees get destroyed by it because they don't pay attention to where Adderus is facing. This is an odd camera angle, right? Like I don't really know where to go, and boom, like I get trucked. I was better off just staying where I was at. So conduction goes off, plus get hit by a tornado. Without pain suppression, I'm dead. So let's see. So our electric shield is starting to switch, I believe, from Adderus to Aspix, and I think as he's maybe okay. So when Aspix hits 100, that's where I believe this goes out. That mechanic there. What's it called? The conduction on me. Okay. Don't. So that one's another big AoE damage to everyone. That's when Aspix. Okay, so that's when he hits 100. He does that. Okay. Yeah, I'm learning this. Like I said at the beginning, I'm learning this too. Okay. So when they have the shield, they do something, and when they do, like, they don't do the same abilities. They both do something unique. This one here, easily avoidable. If you see that arrow, if you see where it went, you see everyone just kind of moved out of its way, no one takes damage. I used to think it hit everyone, similar to the boss on Workshop, the dog, but it's not. So you can avoid that, and please do so. Wait. Okay. So let's watch his bar. Adderus hit 100. Yeah, Peal of Thunder, yeah, whatever. Okay, so when Adderus hits 100, he does that charge. That is super easy to avoid. Okay, that's good to know. Really good to know. So I can save my cooldowns when Aspix has the electric shield on it. I have to pay attention to him being at 100. And that's when I'll know to like pop a cooldown. An AoE cooldown. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so switch Adder. After that, they switch shield. There they go, they switch. Let's see if we can get another Aspix to 100. So my dot is still up here, but that's like negligent damage to me, honestly. Like this guy just went full bore on Aspix and killed himself. I forgot to get out of his way. Okay, there it goes again. Make sure. 100. Okay, he's at 100 here. Aspix is about to cast. So me getting hit by this, stupid. This guy getting hit by conduction, plus the static shock here. That's what's called static shock. Like, look how much that hit him for. $74, $5, 60%. Okay. Okay, I think I got it now. Aspix is at 100, he does static shock. And that's something I need to pay attention to. I see he's at 100, it can't close to 100. Rapture and spam shields on everyone. And then for conduction, that's just, I'm just going to try to heal through it, or that person hopefully has a defensive ready for themselves. So that there, easy, just get out of his way. There, I almost got clipped. Cool. Okay, I think I got this fight now. We are learning here. We are learning here just like we learned in that Siege of Browse video. I mean, aside from the boss here, the bosses in Templo Cephralis, like this is such a good a good dungeon. It's bad at all, honestly. But okay. Let's skip ahead here. We know we're going to down it. Yep, we're down it. No one else dies there. Cool. Okay. Ooh. Next time, get rezzed. Right on, dude. He's a 2.7k IO player, the Hunter is. Man, I wish I would have got that recording. He says, don't suck. And then he just does that. Just charges and kills himself on an electric shield. Man, I wish I would have gotten that. This guy is like a, you'll see later on in like the eyeball room. It's like he's a 2.7k IO player. I don't know. That's why like you can't just throw all your eggs in the IO basket and assume high IO means a good player. You know, it's just, it's not true. Sometimes. So yeah, this lieutenant here, always, so the on-death affixes do happen in the Ny'alotha realm here. It's just the main lieutenant does not do it, it's just the ads that they spawn do the on-death affixes. So those little mobs there, the glob with the tendrils, the tank buster with the pores, swords on the ground, whatever they are on the ground. I'm forgetting fourth one. Oh, and the spider, his little minions. All those things you get on death affixes. So that's something to be cautious of if you're just starting to get into Mythic Plus at 10 or higher, and you're dealing with on death affixes. Just be aware that the Ny'alotha realm bosses, lieutenants, their little minions do the on death affixes. So we're going to get some depths in this pull because the Demon Hunter kind of went balls to the wall, and it would have been fine if I would have had my mana properly. I don't think I get 100 mana before we do this pull. And honestly, like bursting is so easy to handle as a Discipline Priest, it's unbelievable. Just keep pulling. Like that's the hint. That's the secret. Is to keep pulling. And a lot of like burstings. Here's like another caveat to it. Like a bursting on like a 7 key is going to hurt more than a bursting on a, or it's going to be harder to handle than a bursting on a 17 key, because the smaller health pools and the lower keys, mobs are dying faster. And then also usually it's like a lack of like understanding of the fixes in lower keys. So bursting is a lot easier to handle on higher keys because we can pull like 15 packs. They're not all going to die like at the same time. I mean, there's a good chance they're not going to, right? So you have 2 or 3 die off in the middle of it, so bursting goes out, you kill it off, and then you're still killing the other like 8 in the pack. So this here, this actually might have been just maybe this would have been, maybe it's just too many mobs. Like this good DPS going on, honestly. Like the Hunter's popping off, Demon Hunter is. I'm not. The Warrior is not, and I think we're missing a lot of that. And this tank is high. What's he getting hit by? I really don't know what he got hit by. Could have been bursting stacks there. 4 bursting stacks. But here we go. The Hunter's gonna say I'm done. Like this was kind of annoying because I really thought we were gonna do it. My mana actually wasn't the issue there. High necrotic stacks, so I couldn't really heal him up. Yeah, we killed some, but not all. I would have really have liked to have done that pull and not have anyone die during it, or just like one death, not a complete fight like we just did. So that kind of sucked, and I actually felt really good about it, but it is what it is, and we still time this. Rather than 60 this. Yeah, right there. Still timed. Raffle. I agree with the Hunter there. Honestly, there are just annoying deaths. Like that pull there, I thought I was just kind of like overzealous of the tank. Like I get it, I guess, but like to me, I guess that's like more of a pull for communications. We're not in Discord for this run, but I think if everyone's on the same page, like hand pull and Diggy are like safe cooldowns, I think it would have went a lot better. But it's alright. So if you're like watching this and you're in the pug scene like I am, so these pulls are fine, but you're kind of like rolling the dice. You're kind of just chancing it. Like, is my team ready for a pull like this? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. You know, really only one way to find out. Just go ahead and try it, and either succeed or fail. But see, we did take down a good number of the mobs there, so that kind of worked out. He's going. I think he's going to pull the electric guy again. Maybe not. Okay, no, he did. So as a priest, you can dispel or purge magic, I think it's called, dispel magic, his stacks of whatever he's about to release charge. I should have had my atonements out, that was my bad, but it's not the accumulate charges here. I don't know if one gets through. But if he does get any charges accumulated, you could just dispel them off one by one. So if he has like 3 stacks, you have to spam it 3 times. Otherwise, his release charges will just hit harder. So that's why I wasn't like too concerned with a release charge without atonements, without everyone being atoned. The spots here, pretty easy, pretty annoying actually. But they're very, pretty high IO group here, and just to see a spit go way the hell over there in the middle of this fight is kind of upsetting, honestly, because what we're doing here is trying to kite it, and this is like 100% kiteable. Like, look how much more of the room we have, but look how much we lost losing one spit, and it's tyrannical, so the fight's going to last longer than normal. Oh, please watch out for this. This burrow, that stuff hits hard. It's really hard. It's kind of hard to know its exact its like range of effect, I guess. Cause I feel like I've been clipped by it where I think I'm outside of it, but Wild thinks I'm not. So if you're, this is best thing you can do there, just try and not even get close to it. So that first phase, all I did was spit. Second phase is blinding light, and again, I keep forgetting that the blinding light or blinding whatever it is an AoE thing. I thought it was only if you face him, you get disoriented for like 5 seconds, but I'm wrong. It is an AoE DPS. But it is also if you face him, when it happens, you do get disoriented. So the second set of ads in this phase, they do this stupid mechanic called Dust Cloud. It's just like, I don't know, it's just so annoying. It's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, it makes it harder or more challenging, but it's not like in a good way. It makes the boss more challenging. It's more of like, it's an annoying thing. It's an annoying challenge, I guess, if that makes sense. So now the third phase, Mareko does the blinding thing, blinding whatever, the knots, and the spit. There goes the Hunter, like just, the Hunter's the only one not kiting properly. Again, a 2.7k IO player, to start of the run said don't suck, and he's doing plays like that. I mean, that's just kind of what you get, unfortunately. Like, the idea is just keep the spit all on one side of the room the best that you guys can. That way you have a lot more room to run around. For the spit, like, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it adds up. You're taking unnecessary damage, like, what's the point? So we get through there. We have, I think we end up with 12 deaths, or 13. You'll see it again, the Hunter just says, you know, I'm done here. I just want to go, I think he says he's going to go get high or something and go smoke. I think he actually does leave in the middle of the run. Like he just stops moving for a little while. And we still time it. I mean, it's like we time it within 15 seconds of the timer, I believe, but when you got DPS kind of pumping on every pack, 17s can be timed with multiple wipes. And here is proof. Here, these mobs here, not these ones we're fighting right now, but the dervishes out here, a lot of AoE damage going out there. So, best to save some raptors for that. Barriers, pain suppression if needed, and have your radiances be ready to be used. So I raptured there. It's on a 1.5-minute cooldown, so I am going to get it back during some of this pull here. Won't be for the whole. It won't be ready like as soon as we start the pull, but it will be ready for part of the pull. I don't remember if I use it or not, but me watching myself play, I would hopefully use it during that pull. So again, okay, bursting's going out, no big deal. Just as soon as bursting's going out, try and refresh your Thomas the best of your ability, and immediately start DPSing again. And you'll realize that the bursting is so much easier to handle than you might think as a Discipline Priest. You don't have to sit there and spam Shadow Men if people go up in HP or spam Powered Radiance. Like, that's just the wrong way to play. It's like the inefficient way to play. So yeah, hopefully this video will help give you the confidence to go out and try it. And keep in mind, like, the lower keys, bursting is actually harder to deal with because bursting doesn't scale with item level, or not level, key level, it just does like a fixed amount of damage. And the lower the health mobs, mean the more bursting is going to be happening. The higher health mobs and higher keys means the less it's going to be happening. And the more chance you have, the more opportunity you have to heal with Atonement. So yeah, look at my HPS here. Properly ramping for burst and for these mobs AoE. But yeah, 72k is pretty good. Pretty good. Managing 24k DPS also. Pretty good. This fight here. Oh wait. Okay, before this he types it. I'm like 80% sure the hunter says tank it in the corner. Now I honestly forget why it's like a noob thing to do to tank it in the corner, which I have seen a lot honestly, and I've done when I'm tanking. But I've stopped and I don't really remember the reason why. I just remember hearing, I think it was Dratnos saying it. He was like, yeah, it's like common misconception to tank Galvas in the corner. But I think the reason is because only 4 of the 5 players can soak, which I think just makes it a little bit harder. And I forget why, but the hunter says, can we tank in the corner? And the demon hunter says, like, absolutely not. Because, don't remember, he didn't explain it, but I know there's like a legitimate reason why, and I just can't remember what it is. So if you're watching and you know the reason, please leave a comment and let me know. But here we go. Corner tank, please. There it is. And Demon Hunter goes. Not a chance. And I just LMAO, like, I forget the reason why. I just know you shouldn't tank it in the corner. And like, it was just a 2.7k IO player saying don't suck to start the run, and then he just, I don't know. Yeah, 10, 11 stacks, like, this is really no big deal. Don't be afraid if you're healing to let your stacks go up. Like, you can manage your health pretty well. Just have some powered radiances ready. Like, I don't really need the shield here, I just figured why not. Everyone's actually close enough that they'll benefit from it, so that's just a smart play to use it, instead of like having the hunter not benefit from it. So I noticed everyone's in it, I was like, I might as well just use it. Maybe I could have waited when there was more people with soaking, but no big deal. And the reason you want to soak for this boss is because this bar here, it's very similar to the smaller, I forget the mob's name, but the ones with the accumulate charges. Just picture those mobs, that's what Galvas is. He accumulates charges, but you can't dispel his charges, and when those, what's it called? Aspire, I guess? when they spawn and there's no one soaking, it's healing Galvast or filling his meter here. When it's 100, he releases the energy, his shit just trucks. So what you want to do is just soak. And you see a lot of these weak auras at the top, can't soak. Very good tool to have. I don't have it, but I mean, it's like good to have so you let other people know. So I like that he had it, so I know, oh look, there goes a warrior, I don't need to soak for him. So that, the Galvast is another one. It's a boss that's kind of seen as, oh shit, like Galvast and Tyrannical, like, oh good luck, or hope it goes well. It's pretty damn easy, honestly. I have more difficult time with the first boss and the last boss than I do Galvast. And the only reason I have a difficult time with the last boss is usually because I run out of mana. And it's just like a time sink, honestly. It's like, alright, I gotta wait for my mana to come back. There is also another play on the last boss. You can use Twist of Fate in this dungeon, I mean specifically for the last boss, because his health pool starts below 25% HP, I think it's no, 35 for Twist of Fate. So you can pop his helmet on him, start DPSing, and then you're just benefiting from Twist of Fate the whole time until the boss reaches above 35% HP. So it's kind of like a cool trick, but is it worth taking it for one boss versus Schism, where Schism's like more widespread used? I don't know. I didn't take it because I'd rather use Schism the whole run than Twist of Fate. Maybe I'll get it during the run, maybe I won't, but I know I'll get it for the last boss. Like I just felt like I was gonna get more uptime on Schism. Okay, here is the boss, here is the Hunter, where he's gonna say equip. So I mean, look at the Demon Hunter stack. I don't know. It's a lot of damage he's taking. Well, I can't heal him because it's all those necrotic stacks. They're not doing a lot of damage to him, it's just the health can't really come back. But the DPS is kind of popping off. I think he just took in one too many Orb Guardians, I don't remember. Like, it would have been better if he was able to kite. Like my health, he's at max stacks. I just can't do anything to him. Just can't. Now the Hunter's taking the aggro, and during that whole time, did we run the eyeball? No, we didn't. That was another thing. Like, who picked it up? So the Demon Hunter is pretty much grabbing all these mobs and trying to, like, he's trying to take all the aggro, right? So someone can run run the orbs. Okay. So the Hunter... Okay, I saw what happened. It's the Hunter again. The freaking Hunter. Watch the Hunter here. Feign death, lose aggro, and then he jumps away from the tank. The tank has all the aggro here. The tank has all this aggro. The Hunter is running and gonna aggro just by body pulling these mobs here. Instead of running this way, like the tank is taking all this aggro so someone can freely run it, he leaps over here and body pulls and then drops the orb immediately. There he goes. Gets it, loses the orb over here, and then he's gonna start hitting people. Like, what are you doing? Even after this, like, very poor play, we still time it. I hate to see it, man. I really do. Gotta take even the high IO with a grain of salt. Boom. Completely reset it because the Hunter decided to go body pull instead of running where the tank had aggro on all the mobs. I mean, I wish the tank would have went and cleared all the way down to where we dropped the eyeball off in its eyeball socket, but I mean the Hunter just... Now the Hunter's just standing there. Thinking... No one's CCing any of the Orb Guardians. I mean, if I'm getting mad, I'm a smoker. Yeah, there it goes. This is like upsetting to watch. Again, this is ridiculous. Good thing that Demon Hunter made a smart play and threw it. Thank goodness. This room could be done in like 30 seconds if it's done properly. Or like 2.5 minutes done improperly like we're doing. I was scrolling the week. I was scrolling through this week orders here to see if Tar Trap is up, but I think Tar Trap might just be a baseline ability. I don't remember. Yeah, I think Tar Trap is baseline. So it's a lot of like poor play going on, but it's from the 100 that's making excuse me, that's making this run go extremely poorly, honestly. Hunter or the Warrior and Demon Hunter could have picked up and kited or took the okay, that's me checking it out. Okay. So Tar Trap must be baseline, and Binding Shot is the one I was thinking of that you have to talent into. But yeah, the Hunter and Warrior, or Demon Hunter and Warrior, could have also helped with the orb, but I guess the Hunter just felt like it was his responsibility and he did it poorly, and he made this run go a lot harder than, or made the run go a lot worse than it should have went. I mean, and he is the key holder, and he's 2700 IO, and he said do not suck at the beginning of the run. And then he continued on to do suboptimal things during the run, and he still timed it. I mean, he did do pretty good damage, so I can't say he was a complete carry, but as far as mechanics go, it was kind of like the guy was brand new. I don't know, but I'm just thankful that we freaking timed it, honestly. Because now I have Temple Separalis on my YouTube video, 15 and higher in time. Hunter said yeah, but didn't really care what he had to say. Didn't really give me any reason to trust in his word. Demon Hunter said yes. I'm like, alright, cool, I'll stay here. Skip ahead a little bit. So they're fighting over there, they're just finishing off, trying to drop aggro so they can go into the zone itself. Yeah, they're trying to start that obelisk. You guys go old portal. Don't know the reason behind that. If all these mobs are dead anyways, what's the point of going to old portal? Maybe it's just because he doesn't want anyone getting aggro on the small mobs. Maybe that's why, I don't really know. I don't really know the reason behind that one. So if you're watching and you do know that answer, let me know in the comments, because I do not. But yeah, this is plenty of time to still time at 6:45, like 12 deaths in that freaking eyeball room. I think it took like 4 minutes or 5 minutes. That was insane. So this lieutenant is also a pretty good idea to have automata on everyone, because you don't really know who he's targeting for his lingering doubt, and then the other cast, I forget the name of it. Don't really know who he's about to target, so it's a good idea to have automata just ready to go. There goes a big plane flying up. So sorry if that got into the audio. So here on a bursting week or a grievous week, more so than any other week, is okay. So we kill all these, right? Let me get my mana, obviously. So I'll explain it. Start the boss. I like this tank already. So real quick, start mana. Doesn't take very long. Going, restart. Okay. So kill all the hexers, so we can start the healing phase. So to kill the hexers, but also this guardian, it just does insane tank damage, so that's why I put a skull on it. That should be priority, and then the hexers. What? Oh no. Oh no. You guys see that right there? Oh no. I got him. Boom. Killed him. Nothing I can do there. We made pain sup, but that's a waste of a pain sup, honestly. So, what I was trying to say was, Heart Guardian should be priority target because it just trucks the tank, then the hexers, and then the Plague Doctor should actually be left alive, so a Distant Priest can heal through Atonement the rest of the party on Grievous weeks. I think? No, they don't burst here. But then use that mod to also heal, to help heal, what's her name? Avatar Separalis, whatever this lady's name is. Yeah, it's just Avatar Separalis. So that's actually the smart play. And I just never said it in a group, and I should start, honestly. It's like, hey, leave up the so-and-so, like, I'm gonna heal off of it. Because then you see here, like, I start off with a decent amount of mana, but I have to go through so much mana here to heal. And I'm not hitting hard. Like, these are very small. Look at that small health percentage go up. Then just play the waiting game, you know, blah blah blah. It eventually happens. There it goes. Zzz, I'm sleeping. I'm funny. That's a good joke. We start the next phase. Okay, cool. So this is a good phase to lust. There's another decent sized plane over the house. So sorry if that gets to the audio. I don't know what I was doing there. Was I trying to mess the spell? I don't know. But here, again, Heart Guardian first, then Hexers, and then if you are a Distant Priest or have a Distant Priest in your group, it's a pretty good idea to leave up the Witch Doctor so the Distant Priest can Atonement heal off of it. I've actually never seen a group leave it up for me or even mention it, so it is what it is. But that's something I should mention also because I know it. But yeah, there we go. Second phase, and look at me. Hardly any mana. I'm just waiting for mana to regen, and then I'm gonna cast. These fools just standing there because what else am I gonna do? None of them can help me heal. So when I'm picking teams for a temple, I either want a druid to integrate me, into off-heal, or at least one of the off-healing class. Preferably a paladin for lamb hands. But yeah, we eventually get through it. So then we get this mini lust here, you'll see, in third phase. She comes out and boom. She comes out and boom. Big old lust. Or whatever the heck it's called. Whatever the buff is called that she gives us. Take less damage, do more damage, I think it is. Do more damage? I don't know, but we definitely take less damage, so everyone here is pretty much a tank. So then someone goes and pulls all the mobs that we skipped down here to satisfy the count here. So yeah. I say that because I said a weird feeling the hunter might go and try and kill all the hexers. And if you do that, you lose this buff here. You lose it. You only get it while the boss is active on the 3rd phase, so you want to kill the ads that you go out and pull, kill those first, then the boss ads. That's how you do this properly. Oh, I called the doctor a witch doctor. It's actually a plague doctor. Whoops. Not very good with names of mobs, really. I kind of know what they do. I'm not really good at names. So there we go. Squeak out 16 seconds before timer. Cool, we timed it, awesome. Gotta go over the overalls real quick here too, I believe. Overall, yep, there we go. So quick overalls, 36k, we round up, 19k DPS, not bad numbers. Yeah, there you go. That's it. 17 Temple of Sephralus, +1 chest, with the funny hunter. So, hunter, if you're watching this for, I don't know how you stumbled upon my video, but if you did, no hard feelings, but don't be that guy who goes in there and says, talking all this stuff, saying don't suck, I'm done, blah blah, and then you're like the reason why all those things happened. I don't know. Hopefully you've done some temples since then, and now you're just a better player at them. But for everyone else watching, thank you for watching. As always, if you have any questions about my gear, my essences, my talents, what I'm doing as System Priest, why I didn't do something like Powered Radiance somewhere, why I didn't pop someone with a shield or Rapture somewhere or Pain Special somewhere, leave a question in the comments. If you have any comments as far as like improving my videos, let me know. Oh, I'm going back to questions. If you have any questions about my UI setup, if you want to know like where I get these weak auras, how I set my frames up like that, how I get this weak aura, or all these weak auras down here, this one in the middle, that one up here, just let me know. Be happy to help. But with that, thank you for watching this Temple of Sephralus. I have one more to go, and it is the elusive Toldegor, which I'm pretty upset about, like I've already mentioned, because I had a Toldegor 16, I think even +2 that shit. So that would have been a great, that would have been awesome to have. And my computer decided to run out of space to record. So it only recorded the first 2 bosses, I believe, like 20 minutes of the dungeon. The other like 18 minutes just gone in the freaking cyberspace, I guess. Super unfortunate, but yeah, I will get that one eventually, get that video on this playlist, and then get my overview of my character, my stats and all that good stuff, get that on there, and then I'll do like a brief intro video, I guess, which I probably should have done to start before I did all these videos, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you all again for watching.